when we do scientific notations, our big numbers have what kind of exponent in scientific notation?
10. I don't even know.
Positive or negative exponent? Okay.
I don't even know.
When we have a positive exponent, that means our number is going to be bigger. If we have a negative exponent,
It gets smaller.
we're going to get a really small number. So we need to keep that in mind as we are writing these numbers in standard form. So here I have 6.38 times 10 to the third. Here is my decimal place in scientific notation. Tony, how many times are we going to move the decimal? We're going to move it 3 times. Emma, are we going to move it this way? We got to go this way because we need a big number. So we're going to take the decimal point and we're going to move it 1, 2, 3 times. Here's my new decimal point. But do you see how there's a blank space?
Yeah, you use the 0.
Okay, so 6, 3, 8, 0. Now here's my decimal point. Do we need to put the decimal point?
No.
No. Yes. Okay, now, Tony, can you read this number to me? Like the way it's meant to be? Okay, so what does 6,380 need?
A comma.
A comma. So please write the comma down. Okay. Okay, what could we do to fix that? I would love to let you borrow a pencil. Okay, all right, let's look at this one. Caesar, how many times am I moving my decimal? Asking Caesar. How many times are we moving the decimal? We are moving it 5 times. And Wes, do we want a big number or a small number? We want a big number because we have a positive exponent. So we are going to move our decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our decimal point is now here. Sophia, how many blank spaces do we need to fill? Okay, we have 2 blank spaces we need to fill after the 5. Here is our decimal point, but I'm not going to draw it. That looks awkward, but I am going to figure out where my comma goes. Hey, Emma. 18. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, we're going to skip 17. I would like you to come up with an answer for number 18. And I want you to make sure that it matches your elbow partner. Number 18, ready, set, go.
208,500,000.
It's 208,500. Okay, so we're trying number 18. Yes, I need you to take it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't even remember what it is. Okay.
I want to do the last.
Yeah. 3 minutes. Okay.
Is it 532,880?
So I don't think you have enough zeros, Betty.
No.
Because
You only had to go over 6 times.
6 times.
Oh, okay, so 5.
All right, Kale, what do you have for your answer? Shh, I asked Kale. Like that? Okay, so Kale took his decimal point and he moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here are 3 of his decimal point moves. He had 3 more that were empty, which is why he had 3 zeros. Yeah.
Why did you make it like the root so big at the end of the make up the tiny when you didn't have numbers?
Because I didn't want you to think that like 1 and 0 were digits.
So many times Russian.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to skip down to number 20. Okay. What's different about number 20? It's negative, which means we have a small number. So we're going to go the other way. Lainey. Hold on. Okay. Here's this decimal point. We need to move it 5 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is now my new decimal point. Okay. What do I do with those blank spaces? Fill it in with 0. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 2, 5. I need you to put a 0 before the decimal point. I'm not going to take off if you don't, but that's just like good practice. Okay. The most important thing is though, we have those 4 zeros after the decimal point before we get to the 5, 2, 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Point is?
Okay. I said not yet. Okay, let's go to number 22. Okay. Austin, how many times in number 22 are we going to move the decimal? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our new decimal point. How many empty spaces do we have to fill?
6.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empty spaces. So you should have 6 zeros after the decimal point and then 1, 6, 2. Okay. I would like you to try number 24. Try that one right there. Number 24.
I did number 23.
What did you get for number 23?
0.8024.
That would be right. Okay, Tony answered in 23. So I checked his answer. He's good with the answer for 23. Jacob, what do you got for 24?
What's that?
-2. -2. It's also on here. So I like the 6018, but I don't know if I love the 2 zeros. Okay, when we move 1, 2 times, we only have 1 blank spot to fill. Okay, now do you agree with Jacob's answer? Okay.
No. Don't you have to put 1,000 and 6,000?
So since there's a decimal place, we don't have any commas. Okay,
Wait, what? What'd you say?
to the right of the decimal, Tony, there's no commas.
Wait, to the right, there's commas? And to the
No.
left?
So here's the decimal. When I have digits to the right of the decimal, we don't have commas.
Okay, but if you have them to the left, there's commas?
Then there's commas over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna compare numbers. If I look, Austin, at number 25, do I care about if 7 is bigger than 3?
No.
No, what do we care about? What are we looking for?
The other numbers.
Okay, 10 to the 3rd and 10 to the 5th, okay? If we rewrite these, this is 7.4 times 1,000. This is 3.18 times 100,000. Who's bigger?
Right.
3.128 times 10 to the 5.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Okay, we are multiplying by a bigger number. We're adding more zeros to this guy. Okay. Now, what about here when they're negative? Here, I don't care about 6.4 and 2.275. I care about these. Which one's bigger, Austin? It's the -2, okay? The more negative our exponent is, the smaller our number's gonna be because we're moving that decimal more, okay? So you're gonna use your fingers. You're gonna give me this, or you're gonna give me this. For number 26, is it this or is it this? Give me your fingers. Who's bigger?
Not the 7.
Thank you. Tony, can you give me an inequality sign?
Wait, for number
Austin?
26?
Not Austin, Aiden. For number 26, I just want you to give me fingers. This way or this way? Emma, what do you think?
This way.
Okay, 10 to the 7th is going to demolish 10 to the 4th. Okay. How about 28? Give me your fingers. Who's bigger? Austin, tell us why this one is bigger. Okay, 10 to the -1 is going to give us a number closer to 0 than 10 to the -6. And Austin, I really like how you described that. That was a really good explanation. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You're going to turn to page 20. Everybody's working on page 20. If you finish page 20, I mean 21. If you finish page 21, then you can work on your quiz corrections that are due Thursday. Marco? Well, just so you have it later.
Wait.
Okay, so I want you to move it. So 1 through 10 is like what we did yesterday, and 11 through 20 is what we did today. So like what I want you to do is place the decimal place is currently right here, right? We need to split, so it's in between the first 2 digits. So how many times do you do that? 4, so we're gonna write 6.
Girl, it's not going away.
I know.
It's not going away.
It's on to buy tomorrow. Good job.
You gonna run?
I didn't trade it. It broke in my bag.
Tony, Miss Loverton's classroom is sitting out in the hallway and they have a fan because they like, she can't like breathe in there because of the.
I know. Wait, they're sitting in the hallway?
Yeah, they're sitting in the hallway working.
Oh, they break it.
Should I dump my clothes on my sweater?
Please don't. No, please don't. Okay. Like this is what you're
Oh, I think I'm.
So you're taking it like this and you're writing it in scientific notation. This. So this one, you're gonna move it this one. Is that in your photo?
Could you spray the back side or?
Yeah.
You got it.
Could you spray the first?
I just told him tonight.
Well, like 10 is like 2 times.
Yes, take your back.
40 is great. Like 3 is. 2 is.
Wait, what is that? Ice cube?